Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Off the Court with Harvard Counsel. Today, I want to talk to you from the title or the topic of Acres of Diamond. And if you've never heard that before, you might not understand where I'm coming from when I say acres of diamond. But just to give you an example of what I'm talking about when I talk about acres or diamond, a lot of times we're in situations where right where we're at, we don't feel like it's the right place. A lot of times we want to bolt and go do something else because this is not happening the way we wanted it to happen. That's not happening the way we wanted it to happen. You've been in this situation for a couple of years now. Things still not going the way you wanted to go. So you want to bolt. You want to go and do something else or try something else because you think where you're at is not working. But I want to share with you a little story that I came across the other day titled Acres of Diamond. It was this man living out in the Far East. All right. And he had all this land that he had. And on this land, he was tending to every day. You know, he had a couple of lakes and things of that nature. But he still wasn't where he wanted to be in life, man. He just thought that, things weren't going the way he wanted them to go. And so he needed to do something else. So what he ended up doing was he ended up selling the property that he had and moved to another foreign land, thinking that he would do better over there. Okay, so to make a long story short, what happened is the guy that ended up buying the property from him was out in the lake one day and he saw this little sparkling rock, if you will. All right, a little black shiny rock. And so he just kind of grabbed it, picked it up, took it home and put it on the shelf. All right, didn't think a whole lot about it. He didn't know what it was and didn't think a whole lot about it. So one day, one of his friends came over to his house, and as they were talking while they were in the house, he noticed that this shiny rock was on the shelf, and he looked at it. And he said, "Man, do you know what this is?" Oh yeah, that's just a little rock I found in the lake. He said, "This is diamonds, man. This is diamond." He said, "Oh yeah, I saw a lot of them in my lake back here, man. There's a lot of those. So I just decided to take one and put it up there." All right. So, but the moral of the story is that this man had all these diamonds, had acres of diamonds already on the lot where he was living. But he didn't think much of it. He didn't know anything about it. And because he wasn't getting what he wanted to get from where he was, he bolted and went and tried to do something else. And when he went and lived someplace else, he was even worse than he was when he went to live someplace else. But had he stayed where he was at, he had millions and millions and millions of dollars right there where he was at. So my point of the story is that sometimes where you're planted, all right, you don't always have to leave and go to another place thinking that it's going to be better. Okay, find out what you got where you at, because a lot of times where you are at is where God put you there. He's placed you there for a reason. All right, dig in and find out what's there, because something is there that you need that will help get you to the next level. All right, so what we got to do is stay planted. Don't always run and go to the next level. All right, you got your acres of diamond right there where you at. All right, there's another situation where I was reading and I saw where there was a young man getting ready to graduate from college, and all of his friends in his neighborhoods, when they would graduate, their parents would buy them a car. So he was expecting the same thing from his parents as well. So upon graduation, before graduation, him and his dad went out looking for cars. So they found the car that he wanted, or he found the car that he wanted, and he told his dad, "This is the one I wanted." Okay, so at graduation day, all right, his dad calls him into his study at the house and hands him a package, a present. Okay, and this is not what the young man was looking for. All right, but he handed him the present, and the present was it was a Bible. Okay, it was a Bible. So the guy he opened it up and saw that it was a Bible. So he said, "Oh man, this is not what I was expecting." So he just left the present there. Okay, so because he's frustrated and upset now because his dad didn't get him what he wanted, you know what he does? He leaves the situation and he leaves home and he never comes back because he's upset because his dad never. So eventually his dad passes away. So as he comes home to attend the funeral of his father, he goes into the study and then he ends up seeing that package that his dad had got him for his graduation. So out of curiosity, he just, went and looked in it and started flipping through the pages. And as he flipped through the pages, he saw a check that his dad had written for the exact amount of a car that he wanted. All he had to do was open it up and take the check and go get the car. But because he didn't get what he wanted right there where he was at, he took off and bolted. So I'm always enjoy where you at. Learn from where you at. Okay, all this guy had to do was open the book and to appreciate what his daddy had gotten him. Not knowing that, guess what? This is what you wanted. It's just in a different package. Okay, it's just in a different package. Okay, so we can't always bolt and leave every time things don't look like it's going our way. All right, because you know what? When God wants to bless you and wants to do things in your life, guess what? He's not going to package it up to make it look sweet just like you want it. All right, he may come at you several different ways, but that's okay. Because if he's going to do it, it's going to work out. It's going to be what you want. So sometimes we got to understand that our diamonds are right here. All right. His diamonds were right there in that Bible, in that book, in that gift that his daddy gave him. But no, he wanted to take off and go do something else. All right. And didn't get it. And it was already there for him. All right. So my point is today is that stop running when situations don't look like the way you want them to look. All right. Because there's something there that you need to learn. There's something there that's for you. All right. That you need to have. That you need to have within you to be able to grow to get to the next level. I noticed in my life, every place that I've gone, some places I went to and I was like, why am I here? Why am I wasting my time here? But I learned and I grew from every situation. Every job, every opportunity has allowed me to learn something and has allowed me to take it to the next level of my life. So there's a reason for it. All right. So just stick with it. All right. Because your acres of diamond are right where you are. Some of you ready to run and do something else. Stay there and find out where your diamonds at. Because they're there. You just got to find them. Now, eventually you may not have to end up staying there, but I promise you, all right, that there's some diamonds there that you need to get, even if you don't stay there. There's some diamonds that you need to get until God opens up that door to get you someplace else. Okay. Hope this has been a blessing to you. God bless.